With Arknights Endfield coming in less than a week, people are talking quite a bit about its gacha system. Most of them just look at the gacha details, the raid, the pity, all that stuff, before immediately calling it trash or the best thing ever. Having gone through the testing phase and launch of a bunch of gacha games, I've seen this exact discourse play out many times. And almost every time, the final outcome ends up being completely unrelated to the point people were arguing about in the first place. So, I'm making this video to talk about some aspects that are usually ignored when people judge how free-to-play friendly a game is and how that applies to Endfield. Now, let's address the elephant in the room, the 50-50. For anyone who doesn't know, 50-50 refers to a system where when you pull the highest rarity character, you have a 50% chance to get the rate up character, which is the character you want, or a 50% chance to lose to a standard character. Whether you like it or not, this system is just extremely common nowadays. I mean, just look at the whole Universe game. There's Wuthering Waves, Reverse 1999, Nikkei, Girls Online 2, Here's Zero Nightmares, Sora, Rounders 2, and the list goes on. All of these games use a 50-50 system, just with different rates, pity, or spark system. This might just be a mentality thing or a monkey paw situation. Think about it. You wish for no 50-50, wish granted, and now the pity is double or the pool count is just cut in half. Also, about the pool count. Some people already calculate how many pools you get in Endfield CBT 2, and the general consensus is that it's not a lot. But keep in mind, this is the media consensus, okay? Like, people out here really believing Sora is not free-to-play friendly. I'm not going to show the pool count number here because it is a closed beta and most likely it won't be the same on launch, whether it's higher or lower. Pool count, along with other gacha details, basically determines how often you can pull for a new character. Low pool count is a valid criticism, but isolating that one number and using it to judge whether the game is free-to-play friendly or not just doesn't work. Conversely, only looking at the lower pity count of 120 also doesn't mean the gacha is good. With consolidated gacha rate, pool income, rebates, you can compare how often you can realistically get characters across different gacha games. These are the things you can determine with numbers, but there are also things you cannot judge using numbers alone. Team building, for example. Let's compare Zenless Zone Zero and Genshin Impact. Zenless uses 3 characters per team, while Genshin uses 4. But in Genshin, 4-star characters and weapons can be best in slot for multiple teams. The same isn't really true for Zenless. But then again, those 4-star characters in Genshin often need dupes to function properly or to really shine. And at that point, things just get muddy really fast. Not only that, one thing people often forget is that free-to-play friendliness can be subjective, meaning it can be different to different people. If someone loves collecting every character, they might prefer games where characters eventually go to standard banner. On the other hand, if someone just wants to clear endgame content easily, they might want a game that lets them do just that, and they might not care about collecting characters at all. Personally, I cannot stand gacha games that tie rewards to PvP or leaderboards. That's probably why we're seeing such wildly different opinions on Enfield's gacha system. Or it could just be the classic YouTube clickbait, you know how it is. That said, I do have some thought about Enfield's gacha system, mainly about the weapon banner. As of the latest CBT, you cannot convert character pool currency into weapon pool currency. On one hand, this means the weapon banner isn't directly competing with character pools, but on the other hand, it also means building pity on character banner might become a thing, and I don't think it's a good thing. If they add a lot of weapon pool currency through gameplay or let you select a rate up weapon and pool for it, even after the character banner ends, that would be really nice. At the end of the day, just try the game when it comes out. Even then, we still need to see how monetization is handled over time, like 6 months or a year, 2 years down the line. I think it's important that we enjoy our time instead of constantly being hyper-vigilant or overly critical, especially when it's just a free-to-play gacha game. Try not to spend when you don't want to. Goodbye.